Hello and welcome to Learn English Road. Today we're travelling to a country that seems like it came straight from a fantasy book, a land of glowing volcanoes, frozen glaciers, magical lights in the sky, and even stories of elves and trolls. Yes, we're talking about Iceland. Sit back, relax, and let's explore this small island with a big personality, while learning English at the same time. Part 1. Where is Iceland? Iceland is a small island nation in the North Atlantic Ocean. It sits between North America and Europe, but it is closer to Europe. It is the most sparsely populated country in Europe, meaning not many people live there. In fact, Iceland has only about 400,000 people. Its capital is Reykjavik, a colourful and artistic city, where almost 2/3 of the people live. Despite its name, Iceland is not always icy. Surprisingly, it's warmer than you might think, thanks to the Gulf Stream, a warm ocean current. Still, you can find both ice and fire here. Because Iceland is full of glaciers and volcanoes, that's right, glaciers cover more than 10% of the country, while volcanoes bubble under the ground. This balance of fire and ice gives Iceland its nickname, the Land of Fire and Ice. Part 2. Volcanoes and Earthquakes. Iceland sits on the mid-Atlantic ridge, where two giant tectonic plates meet, the North American plate and the Eurasian plate. This makes Iceland one of the most geologically active places on Earth. There are more than 130 volcanoes in Iceland, and many are still active. One of the most famous eruptions happened in 2010, from a volcano with a very hard name to pronounce. Eyjafjallajökull. This eruption sent ash high into the air and stopped many flights across Europe. Another famous volcano is Hekla, which people once called the Gateway to Hell. It has erupted more than 20 times since the year 874. Earthquakes are also common in Iceland. Most are small, but they remind people that the island is always moving, growing, and changing. But here's something magical. Icelanders don't fear volcanoes. They respect them. They live with them and even use their power. How? They use geothermal energy, heat from inside the earth, to warm homes, heat water, and even power greenhouses to grow vegetables. Imagine that. Tomatoes growing in the land of ice, thanks to volcanoes. Part 3. Glaciers, ice caves, and the Northern Lights. Now let's move from fire to ice. Iceland has some of the largest glaciers in Europe. One of the biggest is Vatnajökull, which covers about 8% of the country. It's so big, it even hides volcanoes beneath it. In winter, you can explore stunning ice caves inside glaciers. These caves glow with deep blue light and look like crystal palaces. But they only form during the coldest months, so timing is important. Another icy treasure in Iceland is the Northern Lights, also called the Aurora Borealis. These magical green and pink lights dance across the sky at night, especially in winter. What causes them? When particles from the sun hit the Earth's atmosphere, they create glowing waves in the sky. Seeing the Northern Lights is on many people's bucket list, meaning something they want to do before they die. Many tourists visit Iceland just for a chance to see them. But remember, they're a natural show, and nature doesn't always follow a schedule. Still, even if you don't catch the Northern Lights, Iceland's landscapes will take your breath away. Part 4. The Golden Circle and Natural Wonders. If you visit Iceland, you must travel the Golden Circle, a popular route that shows you 3 of the country's top natural wonders. 1. Surfisvellir National Park, pronounced Thingvellir. Here you can walk between 2 continents. Yes, the American and Eurasian tectonic plates are pulling apart, and you can literally walk in the gap between them. 2. Geysers hot springs. This is where the word geyser comes from. A geyser is a hot spring that shoots water into the air. The most active one here is called Strokur, and it erupts every 5 to 10 minutes. 3. Gullfoss waterfall. This powerful waterfall crashes down 2 levels and creates beautiful rainbows on sunny days. Gullfoss means golden falls in Icelandic, and it's truly a treasure. You can also visit the famous Blue Lagoon, a warm, milky blue pool of water surrounded by lava fields. It's not a natural hot spring, but people love to bathe in it. The minerals in the water are great for your skin, and it's one of the most photographed places in Iceland. So, from waterfalls to geysers, Iceland offers nature at its wildest and most beautiful. Part 5. Elves, Trolls and Icelandic Beliefs. Now, let's explore something more mysterious. Many Icelanders believe in elves, tiny hidden people who live in rocks and hills. They are called the Huldufolk, which means hidden people. Surprised? Well, in surveys, about half of Icelanders say they think it's possible that elves exist. In fact, some roads have been changed to avoid disturbing elf homes. There's even an elf school in Reykjavik where you can learn about them. And it's not just elves. Icelandic folklore is full of trolls, ghosts, and magical creatures. One famous troll is Grýla, a scary woman who comes down from the mountains at Christmas to punish naughty children. Sounds frightening? Well, Icelandic Christmas includes 13 Yule lads too, playful, troll-like figures who visit homes before Christmas. These stories may sound strange, but they are an important part of Icelandic culture. They reflect how deeply connected Icelanders are to their land, their imagination, and their old traditions. Whether you believe in elves or not, these stories make Iceland even more charming and unique. Part 6. Language, Culture, and Icelandic Life. Iceland's official language is Icelandic, which comes from Old Norse, the language of Vikings. It hasn't changed much in the last 1,000 years. That means Icelanders today can still read ancient Viking stories, called sagas. The Icelandic alphabet includes some letters you won't see in English, like th, called thorn, sounds like th, and d, called eth, also sounds like th. Don't worry, most Icelanders speak English very well, especially in Reykjavik. They learn it from a young age and watch English movies and shows without dubbing, only with subtitles. Iceland has a strong reading culture. It publishes more books per person than any other country. During Christmas, there's a tradition called Jólabókaflóð, or the Christmas book flood. People give books as gifts, then spend the evening reading. Can you imagine a whole country reading together? That's Iceland. The Icelandic lifestyle is simple, close to nature and family-focused. There is little crime, and Iceland often ranks as one of the happiest and safest countries in the world. There's also strong equality. Iceland was the first country to elect a female president, and it continues to lead in gender equality today. Part 7. Icelandic food. Would you try it? Icelandic food is simple, fresh, and based on fish, lamb, and dairy. You might enjoy kjør, a thick, creamy yogurt packed with protein. Lamb stew, slow-cooked meat with vegetables. Flesh, fish, salmon, cod, and Arctic char are popular. But there are also some foods for the brave. Happle, fermented shark, Yes, it's shark that has been buried and dried for months. Even famous chef Gordon Ramsay couldn't eat it. Svei, a sheep's head boiled and served whole. Grenivine, a strong local drink often called Black Death. It's usually served with fermented shark. Don't worry, Iceland also has modern cafes, bakeries, and delicious hot dogs. In fact, Iceland's hot dogs are famous. Even Bill Clinton tried one. So whether you're a foodie or an adventurer, Iceland has something surprising for you. Here are some more fun facts about Iceland. 1. There are no McDonald's in Iceland. The last one closed in 2009. Iceland prefers local food options over global fast food chains. 2. You can swim in warm water, even when it's snowing. Thanks to geothermal energy, Iceland has many heated pools and hot springs, open all year round. 3. Iceland has more sheep than people. The sheep population is almost twice the human population. 4. There are no mosquitoes in Iceland. That's right, 0. The cold and volcanic environment keeps them away. 5. Iceland uses almost 100% renewable energy. Most of it comes from geothermal heat and hydropower. It's one of the greenest countries in the world. 6. No surnames? Icelanders don't use family last names like Smith or Nguyen. Instead, they use their father's or mother's first name plus son or dóttir. For example, Anna Jonsdóttir, Anna, daughter of Jon. Phone books list people by first names. Yes, everyone is listed by first name, including the president. 8. Police don't carry guns. Iceland is so peaceful that most police officers don't carry firearms. 9. You can see the northern lights 8 months a year. From September to April, Iceland is one of the best places in the world to view the aurora borealis. 10. Icelanders love books. 1 in 10 Icelanders will publish a book in their lifetime. 11. There's an app to check if you're related to someone. Since Iceland's population is so small, people use an app to avoid dating their cousins. 12. Beer was illegal in Iceland until 1989. Today, March 1st, is known as Beer Day to celebrate its return. 13. You can hike between 2 continents. At Thingvellir National Park, you can walk in the gap between the American and Eurasian tectonic plates. 14. Iceland has no army. It's the only NATO country without a standing army. Final thoughts. Why Iceland captivates the world. So, why does Iceland capture so many hearts? Because it's a place of contrast, volcanoes and glaciers, science and magic, elves and technology, ancient sagas and modern lifestyles. It's a country where people respect nature, live peacefully, and tell old stories in new ways. It's also a place that proves you don't have to be big to be powerful. From its natural wonders to its unique beliefs, Iceland teaches us something important: to stay connected to the earth, to each other, and to our imagination. Thank you for exploring Iceland with us on Learn English Road. We hope you learned something new and maybe added Iceland to your dream destinations. What part of Iceland surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments. And if you enjoy learning about the world while improving your English, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. There are many more journeys waiting for us. See you next time!